Good morning. I'm Richard.
I'm Paul.
Yes, I'm Richard and he's Paul.
That's why it's called Richard and Paul.
Yeah, it's not hard to... whatever.
It's
not hard to confuse the two, is it really?
We're very similar looking, aren't we?
That's debatable. So thank you, bloody thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. Thank you to our new subscribers. And thank you to the people who've recently unsubscribed. I have a list. I will hunt you down.
Do you have a list?
I might. Not really. I'm joking. Joking.
Are you?
I'll be paying somebody to hunt you down.
I thought he's not going to do that himself, honestly.
So lovely. Thank you. And yes, welcome all. One and all. One and all.
Is it going to be one of those days?
What's that from?
I've no
Isn't
idea.
it Merry Christmas, one and all, from some Charles Dickens novel adaptation on television and film?
It most probably is.
Isn't
yes.
it? Is
Yes.
it what Scrooge says when he finally likes Christmas?
Oh, I think you're right. Yes. Yes. Once he's sent... Is it Tiny Tim? Is it Tiny Tim? Or
Doesn't Tiny Tim die?
That's what I'm thinking. Who does he send off? Oh no, he just sent a boy off to get the biggest turkey in the window, doesn't he?
And then does he bury Tiny Tim? Well, they could have
I think he stuffs Tiny Tim into the turkey.
They could have eaten Tiny Tim at the end of the day if they were starving. Come on. So,
do you remember the Victoria Wood one? The sketch that she did on that with Delia Smith.
Oh yeah, and
the turkey.
Delia cuts to, and the best way to cook a turkey is Yeah. Well, actually, Delia's got a point. We did a Delia turkey many years ago, didn't we? And we did the turning upside down.
We did.
So
yes.
the juices go into the breast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do like a juicy breast.
You do. And talking about...
Well, we used to in the days when... Well, we would... Come on, when we had a turkey, it would always be organic, free range, and had a lovely life.
Well, we hope so, yes. But Nigella, she used to... What did she used to put hers outside in a bucket for a day or so to...
You can't do that round here. The foxes would have it, wouldn't they?
Foxes?
The foxes would be dragging it down Bottomot Garden, wouldn't they?
Last night, I woke up about 1:30.
Didn't you?
You were snoring.
Of course.
Yeah. And I thought, what's that noise? I could hear a noise at the side of our house. And I thought, is there someone at the side of our house? And then I heard a sort of bouncing. And I realised it was foxes trying to get over the fence. And they were either on our car bonnet or they were on the... a waste bin we've got there, and that's what that tapping was. And then after I got up and looked out the window, and two of them, looking very, very healthy, just trotted down our path and then wended their way to wherever they were going.
That's the beauty of a gravel drive.
Yeah.
You can hear every single sound, including the stalkers.
Do we have any stalkers?
Yes, we've got two.
Oh, right, okay, there we are.
Gerald is one of them. Hi, Gerald.
Do you know the name of the other one?
Yes, I do.
Oh, there we are.
We're on first name terms.
Mario. That's what we want. What are we doing today?
I have absolutely no idea. It's all gone out the window. What I was going to say... No, what... I can't remember now.
Anyway, we're Richard. He's Richard.
We're Richard.
I'm Paul. We are Richard and Paul.
The sun
and
don't
this
go in.
is Sunday Chat.
The sun is going in. It's getting dimmer. It's a beautiful morning. Apart from the cloud that keeps going over the sun.
Yeah, it's pale blue skies with the sort of cotton wool ball clouds.
Little fluffy clouds.
That's from something, isn't it?
It's a song by the Orb.
Right, there we are. That's
from
something.
It's one of the most famous songs ever.
Will you tell me how it goes later?
What were the skies like when you were young? Well, they were long.
Oh, yes, I get it. Yes, I do remember it.
With little fluffy clouds.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee Jones, I think, did the piece for that. So, Sunday chat on Sunday.
Though it's actually Saturday.
It is. We've got a list.
We do have it. We always have a
Open
list.
the list. Read from the list. Say things.
I think we're going to need the list today.
Well, I've got a coffee there to wake me up. I actually am feeling slightly tired this morning. Well, it's the weekend. And we have been doing quite a bit recently, haven't we, Paul?
Have you?
Well, we've been doing lots of social media.
Yes, we
for
have.
People, for the lovely people serving our wares like wenches from the Middle Ages. Busty wenches.
Yeah, that's all I could think of at that
Talking
point.
about busty wenches, we did catch Carry On film, didn't we?
We did. I was thinking of Barbara Windsor in Carry On Jack.
Carry On Jack.
Carry On Dick, not Carry On Jack. Carry On Jack is a different one. Carry On Dick.
Is
Dick
there a Carry
Turpin.
On Jack?
I think there is a Carry On Jack.
Is there?
I think there's a
I
Carry On
remember
Jack.
that one.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway,
yeah.
we watched Carry On at Your Convenience and we were having a discussion about the sexism issues or not.
Or not.
Because it's really interesting. We were watching Carry On at Your Convenience, which is based in a toilet factory. Boggs's toilet factory.
WC
Boggs,
Toilet
yeah.
Factory.
And we were sort of talking about how women were portrayed and whether those women were in actual positions of power. Not in terms of the roles they were playing, but in terms of being actresses and having regular work and also some of them showing their bodies off.
Like Barbara Windsor.
But if you really think about it, the men's bodies were on display just as much.
Were they?
Yeah, of course. The men were always taking their clothes off.
Yeah, there was quite a few Charles Hawtrey underpants and things like that.
But they were not, the men's bodies weren't necessarily attractive bodies like you see men today. You know, if a man's taking his clothes off on film or TV today, he's got to be buff, you know.
Like me.
Yeah.
Actually, look, feel that.
Don't.
Do, look.
Oh. Put them away. Matron,
What
take them away.
I've got little guns.
Oh, shut up now. I haven't got any guns. I actually do look like Charles
Oh,
Hawtrey.
that one's not. Yeah, that one's okay. Why is that one okay?
I don't know. Stop talking about them now, Paul. It's getting weird and strange.
Charles Hawtrey. I always adore Charles Hawtrey.
But yeah, we were sort of discussing it. I mean, there are some gratuitous scenes in it. There's the scene on the back of the coach where they're going for their work trip. And there's just one scene where the actress sitting with Bernie Bresslaw has got a low-cut top and some lovely boobage.
And they're bouncing along.
The coach is and her boobs are just jiggling. And you sort of think the whole point of this scene is her jiggling boobs. But it has a salacious innocence about it.
Well, it's what they used to call slap and tickle. That's what it is, which you know would not be accepted in a workplace now.
No, and you know the whole premise of this film, Carry On at Your Convenience, is about workers' rights and the right to strike. Unfortunately, the workers don't come off very well, and the guy that's trying to lead strikes doesn't come off very well. And apparently this film, I think it was 1971, was not particularly one of the popular ones because the working classes who viewed it did not like it because of that.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about the careers of some of these actresses whose bodies were on show. People like Valerie Leon, Hattie Jakes, who didn't get her clothes off, but she was very often in underwear, wasn't she? Or
she was in
or
sort of
negligées
tight. When she
and
was
things.
matron, she was obviously in a sort of tight matronly thing, which a lot of people will have liked.
Well, I'm quite sure. But the women were never in the top roles, were they? Unless you were Valerie Leon in Carry On Up the
Jungle,
was it?
Carry On Up the
Where
Jungle.
she was the queen of the aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
So,
Aphrodisia, queen of the aphrodisiacs.
no, the place was called Aphrodisia.
Oh yeah, she was queen of, yeah.
I can't remember what her character's
her
name
name?
was. Barbara Windsor had a stellar career, didn't she?
I mean, yeah, we mentioned her the
Before
other day.
the Carry On films as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Joan Sims, I mean, she very often
Yeah.
was in revealing tops and had a lovely pair of boobs.
And she worked right till the end, didn't she?
A character actress, did a huge range of roles, didn't she? She
Yeah.
was in a Victoria Wood series as well at one point.
She
She had a
did
great
loads.
career. But yeah, it was just a discussion we were having whether or not it was or should be termed as sexist when the women were in positions of control.
Right at the premise of it is, as Richard says, about strikes, and right at the end they're going to strike again, or continue the strike, but then
The character's mother.
The protagonist's mother, turns up and says, "We're not going to have this. Let's get back to work." And then she takes her son, who's, what's he, like 30 or something, sits down on a chair, puts him over her knee, and then gives him a spanking, and everybody's laughing. The gates are opened, and in they go to continue doing their work because they're pleased to have money on the table. They don't really want to strike.
And her line before she spanks him is, "I should have done this years ago," and she gives him a good spank. And of course, that would be unacceptable.
It would be,
because that would be it would be viewed as abuse in some way, shape, or form. And I'm sure at the time, they were probably slated in many ways.
I'm not
for their
sure about
types of
that.
humor. I think they probably were.
But then there's the line of, there's something like one of the workers, after the wives and mothers have gone in and the female workers have gone in, one of the workers says a line like, "Are we gonna, take this from them?" Something like that. And one of the other workers goes, "Why not? She rules the roost."
No,
Something
it's
like
not
that, isn't
that.
it? Well, what is it?
Are we going to let these women tell us what to do?
Oh, that's right.
And then he says, "Well, don't they always?" Ha 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 ha. And they all go off and carry on working, and everybody's having a lovely time in the factory, and everybody's happy, and all is well with the world. And actually, when you watch the movie, you kind of forget about these very definite gender roles which are occurring. And you kind of slip into this sort of golden haze, which these movies were made at a time of real strife for a lot of the country.
For a lot of the country, yeah.
And it was that kind of uplift that a lot of people needed. Just interesting socially. I mean, one can make lots of social comment on this and go into detail, but this is not that forum.
But it's interesting if you look at the history of Carry On films. I mean, Barbara Windsor had been in so many Carry On films, but wasn't in that one.
Yeah.
And there are reasons why certain actors
She's probably
weren't
doing
in
something else.
certain Carry On films, because they were all filmed on a really tight budget as well.
Yeah,
quickly.
and they worked in other things.
Yeah,
they did other
yeah.
stuff, so it wasn't the sole income.
But sometimes it may have been because somebody, not necessarily Barbara Windsor, but somebody else might have been a bit awkward, and they decided not to ask them
for more money.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on from
But
that.
there's a fantastic bit in it where W.C. Boggs' secretary is complaining that he's never taken advantage of her, not even pinched her bottom, and he's sort of like,
Yeah, I mean, there are elements of it that you think, oh, really? Yeah, but it's tongue-in-cheek, that's the whole point.
It is tongue-in-cheek.
It's tongue-in-cheek, and it's taking the mickey out of those situations. The for some people would have been horrid.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
being sexually harassed is not a fun thing.
We've both had it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not get into that.
No, we won't.
That's another story. Interesting stuff. We do like to provoke conversation.
There we are. I can see a plane with a really nice trail on it. Oh.
Where?
Well, you can't because it's going behind a shutter at the moment. You'll be able to... It's on the other side.
I can't see
Well,
it.
you can't see things like that anyway.
I can't see anything anyway. No.
It's just all
lovely.
a blue and
Lovely
colourful
blur.
mass.
Lovely blur. I'm having my coffee. You wanted to talk about For Earth's Sake, Paul.
Yes.
That's For Earth's Sake, the plastic-free shopping experience in Cranley and Surrey. They're online. And they regularly feature on Planet Vegetaria too. That's a Facebook group by Richard and Paul. Richard and Paul since 2017. That's contractual.
So this week we have...
Took the breath. I
Oh,
ran out of breath. I ran out of breath,
Oh,
Paul. Catch up, keep up with the programme.
So this week we launched... Well, you're a bit close to me. Can't you put it in the other hand?
Paul.
Honestly. Launched the...
What do you want me to do with this arm? Stick it out like that?
Yes, that's fine.
Or
We've
maybe
launched
I could
the...
elegantly lay it on my...
So this week we've launched the For Earth's Sake online shop.
I've just wiped off my lip balm.
It's just for deliveries and collections at the moment in certain postcode areas. But it's great that people can now shop online and get a delivery on a Thursday. There's also a number of satellite shopping services that are done where a neighbourhood, a village might get together, 6 or 7 people, and they collect the bags, we collect the bags from them, do the shopping and then drop them back. So that's a different service. But this online shop, if you're in certain areas, which is GU128, RH4 and 5, and RH12 to RH14, you can now get deliveries on a Thursday from For Earth's Sake, which is great.
What's RH?
Is that Reigate?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's
Why is
Reigate.
it RH?
I don't know. Maybe it's not Reigate. I always thought it was Reigate.
GU is Guildford, isn't it?
GU's Guildford, yeah. So it's sort of going towards Horsham, I think.
Those are postcodes, or zip codes if you're in America.
Well, no, they're not zip codes.
Well, they're the equivalent.
They're the equivalent, but they're not zip codes. They're
They
postcodes.
knew what I meant, didn't you?
I was just being clear.
Facetious.
So it's been quite interesting doing that because we've been building that for about 3 months now. So we literally launched it about 8 o'clock last night. Several orders have come in, which is great. And if you do shop online and you've got any comments, different ways of doing things, let us know.
Not here.
No.
Not here.
On For Earth's Sake.
On the website.
Yeah, but I'll see them anyway because things like that come through to me. So, yeah.
Lovely, Paul. That's excellent.
What's that from?
That's excellent.
What's next on the list?
Wait, have patience.
Wait.
One is drinking one's coffee.
Richard's hidden the scales talking about weight.
No, I haven't.
You have. They were under the table. Now I can't find them anywhere.
Well, they're there somewhere. Seek and ye shall find.
I decided to weigh myself because I'm now up to 17 minutes a day on the cross trainer. And I'm just wondering if it's... I feel more supple.
Do you?
I do. I thought that the other day when I was bending down at the plot. And I also have not had any pain in my knee.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Again, I'm not sure whether it's the glucosamine and the turmeric that I'm taking, or whether it's the exercise, or both.
I think it's a combination.
I think it is. Are we going into France now?
Combination.
We're getting all European. Oh, if only we could remain European.
So we've got a thank you. Are we still recording, Paul? Good. We've got a thank you. Little thank you.
Yes, thank you thank you to Marie, who sent a lovely little note and a donation to us. Marie, back in the summer, when we were
Pardonnez-moi.
when we were doing seed saving, Marie said, "Oh, where could I get some of those seeds?" So I'm just finishing off sorting out the Cherokee yellow tomato seeds. I haven't packaged them up yet. So I'll be doing that and then getting seeds off to Marie that she and I discussed earlier in the year. So those will definitely be going out next week. It's just been so busy. November just flew by. I mean, literally flew by.
And December's flying by too already, even though we're only on the 6th.
Sunday
December.
the 6th. Yeah.
December. So, Paul, what have we been watching on television this week on the magical box in the corner?
Well, we've been watching quite a few
We started
things.
a new series.
You just asked me a question.
That's right.
And then as I was answering it, you cut across me.
And I told you what the word for that was a few weeks ago. Didn't I?
Ergonomic.
No.
Altruistic.
No, I can't remember
Annoying.
what it was. It was a few weeks ago. You'll have
Annoying.
to go back and look through the Sunday chat.
Sunday chat!
Yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, TV this week. We have watched a lovely new series. Well, I say lovely.
Full
It's
of
quite
butterflies
harrowing.
and flowers.
No, it's not. It's quite harrowing.
Oh, it's not harrowing.
Well, it is. Some of those effects are.
Oh yeah, some of the
Yes,
effects are.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ghost Wars.
Yeah,
Ghost Wars.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. We binged watched it.
Yeah, and it's really good.
And we're right at the end.
Interesting, isn't it, Paul? Interesting. A concept. Parallel dimensions. People trapped.
I feel as though I'm trapped at the moment in a parallel dimension, certainly. Carry on.
No, I was just saying.
That's it. That's all you were saying.
I was making it interesting, Paul.
It's based in Alaska, in a small town in Alaska that has endured so many challenges to remain as a town where other towns people have left them and gone to the cities, and the town has become just nothing. And this town has endured, but there's an earthquake that happens for some reason at the beginning, and it releases spirits.
Well, it doesn't, does it really?
Well, that's what I thought it was.
It doesn't release them. It opened a rift between our world and the nether world.
Releasing spirits.
The nether regions of the afterlife.
What do you mean nether regions of the afterlife?
I don't know.
No, I
Just
don't think you
sounded
do,
good
though.
though, didn't it?
It sounded quite good, yeah.
Dramatic.
Maybe we could do that as a t-shirt.
Nether regions of the afterlife.
Nether regions of the afterlife.
Afterlight?
Afterlight.
You can't even say it, can
Can't
you?
say it, no.
God, let alone put it on a t-shirt. So, we're watching that, Ghost Wars, fabulous.
We only have about 20 minutes left and he fell asleep.
Is it on the
But
Netflix?
he fell asleep. Yeah, I've said that already.
On the Netflix.
He fell asleep. It was quite late last night and he fell asleep.
Well, it's opened, yeah.
20 minutes to watch.
Yeah. Paul, have you drunk your coffee?
It's here.
Drink it before it goes cold, Paul. Before the spirits take it away.
God. We've also finished
Oh, we have.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh.
But it looks as though there's another series next year, so that will be great. So,
such a good show. If you've not seen it, watch it. So funny, so good. Oh, gee, I'm just in love with the characters, really. Yeah.
So there is a film, What We Do in the Shadows, but this is the TV series, What We Do in the Shadows.
And
loved it.
One of the things about the show really is the theme tune.
Yeah.
And actually, this set us off talking on a journey of discovery and memories. Every time I try to set the scene and make it interesting, you laugh.
I'll drink my coffee.
But yeah, it set us talking about TV theme tunes and why some TV theme tunes are successful or we like them.
Yeah.
And some we don't. And ones that are memorable and ones that are just frankly too long. I mean, first of all, talking about too long, His Dark Materials. Really?
We
Really?
love the programme.
We do.
We love the programme.
We do.
The theme tune and the theme bit at the beginning.
It's too long.
Oh,
How long did you time it at?
It's about 1.5 minutes. It's something like that.
It's just ridiculously long. And actually, it's not that good. It builds up too quickly. It could be more mysterious for longer. If they're gonna do a whole minute of music, it could be more mysterious, sort of quieter and lighter. But it goes into those strings quite quickly, and then it just builds and builds and builds, and you just think, really, let's skip it.
You can.
Let's skip it.
The producers say we want something grand and with gravitas, and actually, you know what?
It's too grand.
We fast forward through
Yeah,
through that
always.
bit.
Forget it.
It's going back to what was the series that we really liked, where she played a whole load of different characters,
Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. Orphan
Brilliant.
Black has a theme tune, and a theme at the beginning that you want to watch each time.
Yeah.
And what we do in the shadows, it's only a 30-second song at the beginning. It's so interesting and it's so joyful. You want to watch it
And
each
it's
time.
from the 60s, what we do in the Shadows theme. It's called You're Dead, and it's by, I think her name is Norma Tanega, and it's from the 60s, and it sounds so modern.
I mean,
but it's quick.
When he said to me it's from the 60s, I thought, oh well, they must have written it and it's been redone. But you say it's the original.
It is the original, and
it's excellent.
But it's quick, it's catchy, and you instantly you remember it straight away. Same with Orphan Black theme tune. It's quick. It's very, very visual. Great visuals that suit the music. Bosch, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Now that's quite a long theme at the beginning.
The visuals are great.
But it's fantastic.
The music's great. You know, these are things that you want to watch.
And it took me back to Are You Being Served? Do you remember the theme tune to Are You Being Served? We can't sing it, but ground floor perfumery,
stationery and leather goods, gents ready-made suits, something haberdashery going up.
And something going up, yeah. So it was all built around the department in a department store, and it was just something that you would watch. I mean, in those days you couldn't really fast forward anyway, unless you had unless you videoed it. But then we were talking about The Good Life. You know, The Good Life was
that little animation.
A brilliant start. You know, great song, great animation.
Well, I wouldn't say it was great animation.
Well, I mean,
it was
fun.
animation.
It fitted the programme so well.
The little bird and the eggs.
In fact, Ronnie Hazelhurst, who wrote Are You Being Served and many other theme tunes of that time, he lived in Guernsey at the end of his life. Yes.
How interesting.
He moved to Guernsey in the late 90s.
There were so many distinctive theme tunes in the 70s and 80s. You had Butterflies.
Love Butterflies.
And I think that was a Dolly Parton song, but it wasn't Dolly Parton on theme tune.
Wendy Craig.
Dallas. Dynasty.
Yeah.
Those shows, big theme tunes.
I mean, Dallas was huge theme tune, wasn't it? And it was a huge programme.
Yeah. What else did you have in those days?
Doctor Who, of course. Doctor Who, which has been going since the 60s, apart from a little break, has had various theme tunes. It's been updated by, I don't know if there's still a BBC radiophonic workshop, but, that's where it started and it's evolved over the years.
Yeah, I think it's become too much.
Yeah, I don't like it now.
But this is what the BBC does. The BBC has got a habit of changing things so much to desperately try and keep up with the audience. Because, look, with those shows, they've actually got such a small window, haven't they? Because if it's children watching, and it's mainly children, I think, they've got to catch the kids, haven't they?
I don't think it's mainly children now. I think it's sort of like different generations, boomer generation, things like that.
Well, we haven't kept up with it.
No, we haven't. And
it's nothing to do with the fact it's a female Doctor Who.
No.
Although I'm not really into her as an actress.
Right.
Particularly.
I don't really know her as an actress, so...
I just don't think she's that talented. Sorry, fans. I just don't. She seems the same on and off screen. That's my point. You know, if somebody's going to play a character. But clearly they've said, no, we love your northern accent, keep it. Okay.
Well, that's okay.
Well, you see, I disagree with that.
Yeah, but you're northern.
No, it's nothing to do with that. It's the fact that she just seems the same. You watch her being interviewed, she's the same. So where's the acting in that? Where's the acting?
Grace and Frankie. There's another great theme tune. We like watching that. It's really good visuals, really good music.
Kath and Kim.
Kath and Kim. The
Joker by Anthony Newley.
Yeah.
Which is a great song. And sung by Gina Riley, who plays Kim.
Kim, yeah.
Because she is an excellent actress.
She is an excellent actress. Absolutely.
She's done. Gina Riley and Jane Turner have been around for a long, long time. Kath and Kim is not. They're not new to the game.
You almost went into time then, didn't you?
Don't start me, Paul.
He almost slipped into the Australian accent. Kath and Kim.
Not like that, no. But yeah, they've been around a long time. They were doing sketch shows for years and years in Australia.
French and Saunders, really, really catchy theme tune. Great, where you were.
Yeah, anyway. We hope that spurred you on to think
Rent a Ghost. Yes. Do you remember Rent a Ghost? And the Ghost of Motley Hall as well. The original, not the terrible new series the BBC has done.
New series.
Oh, honestly.
Ghosts. We watched. We just switched off.
Yeah, we
absolutely
did.
Abysmal. Okay. So that's all absolutely lovely. What else were we watching?
Hector's House. Do you remember Hector's House? The Magic Roundabout.
Yeah, we're going into children's television now. You're going off topic, as you normally do, Paul.
Right, what's next?
Well, that's what I was trying to say when I was trying to jam a word in edgewise.
Segway. Oh, do you remember Segways? They were going to sort of like take the world by storm, weren't they? Yes. But of course now, we were talking about the electric scooters the other day.
Yeah.
Do Segways still exist?
Ealing are doing a trial of electric scooter use.
Oh, there we are.
They are.
There we are.
They are.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Oh, and somebody did comment when we did mention about them that, they have a scooter and they're very careful.
They weren't talking about scooter though. They were talking about electric bike.
Oh, electric bike.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
We were talking at cross purposes there. You see, some people call the electric bikes scooters. We were talking about the stand-up scooters, the little ones.
Yeah, the ones that
you can't see.
Kids have ones which are not automated, and these are electric ones, bigger electric ones.
Well, yeah, but they're not necessarily bigger. You can't. It just looks like a person standing up in the corner of your eye, and then you cross the road and get hit by somebody because they're actually on a scooter. Doesn't it? Though it does. It looks like a pedestrian.
It does look like a pedestrian, yeah.
That's the thing, because there's no lights.
You really, really need to be careful when you're driving. These days there are so many
hazards,
Yeah.
risks.
Yeah.
So-
And in our area, there's quite a lot. I mean, not so much now, but there's quite a lot of greenery covers signs and things. You know, there seems to be less clipping to make sure that road signs are clear.
There's too many road signs anyway.
Yeah, too many cars. Too many cars.
Yeah, let's get back on topic now, Paul.
On
Honestly.
topic.
Really?
Oh, topic. Do you remember topic chocolate? I remember topic chocolate. I used to quite like them.
Just carry on, Paul.
No,
Why
no,
are you
I
just
finished.
rambling
I
on?
was waiting for you.
Ramble. Really?
I'll drink my
Really?
coffee.
I wouldn't. I think that's causing the problem. So, well, that's it. We've got to the end of the list.
Got to
We've
the
done
end
it.
of the
Have we
list.
talked about all the things we've watched on television? Yes, we have. Actually, it's not been a bumper week for TV. We've been fixed into that Ghost Wars, haven't we? That's right.
And it was directed by Jason Priestley.
Yeah.
I
Going
yeah.
over old ground now.
Well, we
Paul,
haven't
over
mentioned
old
that,
ground.
but you know, we didn't actually notice that till about
So-
the 4th episode.
What are your plans for this coming week, Paul? You got any plans? Does it depend on the
Garden,
weather?
couple of calls. Yeah, I think I think the weather. I mean, it looks as though after a couple of days of dry sun, we're going to get into quite a lot of rain.
Well, they were saying that we might get wintry showers, but no sign yet in London. But I do believe that Kent, Cambridge, Norfolk, places like that have had snowfall. Not London, though.
There was a AccuWeather warning for ice. I think black
But it got
ice as well.
cancelled, didn't it?
And then I saw this morning it just said cancelled next to the
ice has
notification.
been cancelled. Shame.
I mean, it is quite funny. It's. I mean, it should just say alert cancelled. You know, because it has been. It's not the weather that's been cancelled, is it?
No.
There's a heavy plane going over.
Ooh, you can feel the weight of the plane.
Could be an A380.
Could be.
Yeah.
Although, who's going abroad? I mean, who's going to travel unless you've got to do
people
business?
are travelling. People are travelling.
I know they've lifted the restrictions on some of the places, haven't they?
And there will be, I would assume at the moment, there are going to be foreign students in the UK flying back home and other foreign, you know, English students abroad coming back, that type of thing.
Lovely. So that's it for this week.
Is that it?
Just a quick one this week. Just a quick one. So thank you. Bloody thank you for watching, everybody. What?
I think you're looking very fresh today.
Fresh. So take care. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you very soon for lots more lovely videos coming up.
And we'll see you next week for another Sunday Chat. Oh, and you've uploaded Best of Sunday Chat, haven't you, 2020?
It's not best of Sunday Chat, Paul. Moments of Sunday Chat 2020. I'm sure many of you have watched it already. It's a bundle of laughs. Take care. Thank you. Bye.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.